So I've been seeing this whole Hogwarts Legacy drama go down, and I just wanted to throw my own 2 cents in, as I always do. If you don't know, Hogwarts Legacy is basically about the whole Harry Potter series. It's a game you play as Harry Potter mainly. I'm pretty sure you can play as other people, but all the clips I saw were Harry Potter. I'm not really, here to talk about the actual gameplay and all of that stuff. I mainly want to talk about the controversy. So, just to give you a little bit more background before we actually dive into this, J.K. Rowling, who is the creator of the Harry Potter series, identifies herself as a trans exclusionary radical feminist, or a TERF. Now, of course, a lot of people do not agree with that. Her beliefs are that trans people are like a danger to women, and because of that, a lot of people are always like everything surrounding the entire Harry Potter universe is bad and you shouldn't support it in any way. And you know what? That's fine. Okay? It's your money and I think you should spend it however you want. But for you to spend your money however you want, and then when we lead into today, people on Twitter mainly, which of course they're on Twitter doing stuff like this, but they're always talking about, oh, you're a transphobe or you're an anti-Semite because apparently there's anti-Semitic undertones, which you can read that type of stuff into everything. So I'd have to see it for myself. But just because you don't want to buy something doesn't mean that you have to turn around and go like, okay, I don't want this, so nobody else can have it. Because first of all, that's selfish. Second of all, you don't get to just control other people's pockets. That's not how it works. It's different if it's your household and you're the one paying for it and you're like, all right, I don't want this type of stuff in my household. I don't agree with her beliefs. That's fine. But you can't control other people. And it's arrogant, honestly. But it's really just showing how Twitter people think. They think that they control everybody. They're so focused on their online bubble that they think that their views should mirror the views of everyone else. You shouldn't be able to just be like, oh, okay, well, you're this way because you want to buy a game. Or act like a series that you loved for so long is now bad just because, oh, I disagree with their politics. Again, disagreeing with her is fine, but switching up and changing up all because of the stuff that she said in like 2019, 2020 is just so weird and disingenuous. And it makes you look even more disingenuous. Honestly, even though I do agree with the things she says, I think that thinking that trans women are going to, make women obsolete is a really dumb view to have. I I could still talk about it and be like, yeah, when I was little, I loved the Harry Potter series. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. These things can be apart. And yeah, she's gonna get a royalty from you buying one. But I guarantee you, there will be enough people actually buying the game that it will not matter. These people on Twitter will make some impact. I'm sure of it because that's just how things are. People are gonna be like, "Oh man," people are gonna think I'm bad, and I bet you there will not be as much YouTube content about the game because a lot of people are gonna be scared to openly admit, "Hey, I bought the game, I played it, I know the controversy around it, and I still wanted to give it a shot," because a lot of people would get mad that their fan base called them out. A lot of bread tubers who make videos about games and stuff aren't going to make videos about the game. It is what it is, honestly. It's unfortunate that you aren't allowed to form your own opinion about the game. You aren't allowed to play it just because she's going to profit from it. Somebody said that it was somehow promoting fascism. I don't understand how that works, so I'm not even going to try to unpack that in any type of way because I feel like I'll be here for like 2 hours trying to figure that out, and then I'll have to re-record this and talk about, oh, it's there's undertones in this way. It's sort of like when Mr. Beard said that Turkey Tom was working to promote fascism by posting a picture of him in a diaper, which was really weird because he just posted the picture. He didn't say anything, but like I said, you can read into anything that you want to, because a lot of things are up for interpretation. So I think you should buy the game if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't buy the game. There's nothing really else to say. I'm not gonna, be like, oh man, we gotta stick it to these woke people, or we gotta fight these transphobes. Don't buy it. I really don't like taking sides on political stuff anyway. I hope that I don't get a bunch of comments talking about from like people who just find this or talking about, well, you feel this way about trans people, blah 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 blah. Because that's not what I'm trying to do here. All I'm trying to do is talk about the situation and be like, it's okay to buy the game. All right, you're not a bad person. Hopefully, you don't need me to tell you that. But if you're like a younger kid and you love Harry Potter, you're good. I promise you, dude, you are good. If you want to buy the game, buy the game. If you don't want to buy the game, don't buy the game. That's fine. You're not a good person if you don't buy it or if you do buy it. That's not the determining factor. What you actually do in your day-to-day life is what determines whether or not you're a good person. I know it's cringy to bring up virtue signaling, but this is like a tantamount like example of virtue signaling. And I'm guessing that the slave uprising that you stopped, quote unquote, is probably like the house elves rising against, and wanting to be set free. Which I mean, I guess they're slaves, but they're elves. It's not. There's no human slaves in Harry Potter. I was a big fan of Harry Potter. Like I would say, like it had to be like 8 or 9 years ago at this point. Yeah, 8 or 9 years. But it's been a while. But I do remember there were no slaves. Okay, so don't. It's really weird when people try to do stuff like that, where they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're stopping a slave uprising. You're fighting against a minority," and then you check out the game, and it's you have to kill the spiders in the forest. You have to subjugate elves. They're elves. You might enjoy them, but they're just elves. People just like to involve their emotions into these things that really don't need them, and it ends up muddling the story completely. But hey, I don't know. If I'm missing something here, please let me know in the comments down below. Like I've been saying recently on my videos, I have a movie channel. Just put out a Steins Gate video. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to get out my Rise of Skywalker video. I really enjoy that one. I really like how that one ended up coming out. I think it's better than the Steins Gate video. And I've got more content coming down the road over there if you want something that's a little bit more hands-on in terms of editing. This is more of something that I do to just chill, talk about an issue that I feel a certain way about. But anyway, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know whether or not you're going to buy a copy of Hogwarts Legacy. Let me know if you think that it doesn't matter, because I think that it doesn't matter and it shouldn't be as big of an issue, but Twitter's going to Twitter. So, bye.